Hi, today we're going to talk about the B flat major scale in the basic position. Before we get started, go ahead and grab your music sheet, tune up your ukulele, then come on back. So pause the tutorial, grab your music sheet, tune up your ukulele, come on back, we'll get started in about a second. Okay, so you got your music sheet. First of all, before you get started, we need to make a notation. Normally, the diagram has it up to the written out all the way up to the 12th fret, and you got an A note. You have to write in an additional B flat note on the 13th fret. So what I did here was just draw in a line here, put B flat at the top on you, and then maybe make a notation for 13th fret. It's like that. And it's good practice that you do that, because it's going to remind you that in this scale you have an additional note on the 13th fret, one fret above the 12th. Okay, here's a 12, which you have, and then you have to write this in as additional. Okay, so that's going to help by you writing it in. Okay. All right. So the scale that we're going to be doing is going to go from B flat to B flat all the way up on the first string, the A string. Keep in mind that in this scale you have two flats. You got a B flat and E flat. That means in your scale, and as we go on and show you more of the scale, you're going to see more B flats and E flats on your fretboard. Okay, make sure you got your markers ready. The 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, either you're aware of them, very aware of them, so you can locate your notes, or you did something where you mark them off. So in other words, what I did was I marked off this ukulele with the dots. It shows you where the frets are. So like in the example for 3rd, 5th, 7th, you know, so to help me locate the frets so that I can play the notes when the scale or notes go up the fretboard, because it gets really confusing if you don't have some kind of marker and you sing so many frets. So you decide what it is you want to do, and how you want to keep track of your markers, and then you want to keep track of the markers basically using a 3rd, 5th, 7th, etc. going up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to find the notes together before we get started. So in other words, what you want to do is you want to look at the paper, find your notes in the location where they're located. For instance, look at the B flats on the 1st fret, C's on the 3rd, D's on the 5th, etc. going up. You want to do that before we start to play. At least get very reasonably comfortable to what you're going to do. And we'll get started here in about a second. Okay. So first of all, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So not even playing, what you're going to do is just find the notes. For instance, 1st fret B flat, 3rd fret C, 5th fret D, 6th fret E flat. And you're just going to go up the fretboard and do that for all the notes. Just getting comfortable to where the location of the note is, okay? So if you're ready, we're going to get started. If not, pause the tutorial and do that. Okay, so I take it that you kind of got comfortable with the locations of the notes. What we're going to do is we're going to play together, find the notes together. Doesn't matter what finger you use. I'm just going to use my index finger, and I'm just going to go up, and then we're going to find the notes together, make sure we're playing together. Not too fast. Here we go. Doesn't matter what finger you pick. We're just finding the notes, making sure we know where the notes are. Then after this, we'll go get into some fingering. Here we go. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Okay, now you should have sounded something like me. Actually, you should have sounded exactly like me. If not, maybe you were playing the wrong notes. In that case, what you need to do is pause the tutorial right here, back it up, find your notes, play along with me again, at least get it correct 2 times, then move on. Okay? Okay, so I take it you did so, and we're going to get started with the fingering. The fingering that I'll be using, I'll be going 1, 2, 3, 4. So as I call it, the 1, that's my first finger, 2, second finger, 3, third finger, etc. So the fingering that I'm using is 1, 3, slide up to the 5th, 1, 2, 4, slide up to the 10th, 1, 3, 4. Okay, one more time. 1, 3, slide to the 5th, 1, 2, 4, slide to the 10th, 1, 3, 4. Okay, now if you don't want to do that, like I said in previous tutorials, some folks like to use just 3 fingers. Okay, so I'll show you the fingering for 3 fingers. Here we go. 1, 2, or 1, 3. Once again, 1, 2, or 1, 3. Slide to the 5th fret with the first finger. 1, 2, 3. Slide to the 10th, first finger. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you try that. What you want to do is you want to pause the tutorial, try it out, see which fingering you're comfortable with, and then once you've decided, we're going to get started. Okay, so you decide what fingering you're using. Picking wise, you can use your thumb, first finger, second finger. Okay, here we go. Going up, ascending, not too fast. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. One more time. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Okay. So let's try it one more time. We're going to stop at the top at the B flat, and then we're going to come on down. By the way, I do want to let you know, some of you may be like wondering that you don't have all the frets. If you're playing a concert or a soprano, you may not have all your frets. So you may not go up to the highest B flat there. Just go up as far as you can with your fretwork, and stay with me as we come down. Okay. Okay, we're going to go up, stop at the B flat, then descend, but we're going to pause when we get there. Here we go. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Stay at the B flat, pause. We're going to come down, starting with the high B flat. There we go. B flat, A, G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Okay. Now let's try it one more time. Let's slide up to the 13th fret. Okay. B flat, and then we're going to descend. Here we go. B flat, A, G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Okay. Now I want you to try that going up and coming down. Okay. So in other words, you're going to ascend, several times, then you're going to descend several times. Now we're going to go up with a pause, then come back down. So we're going to ascend, pause on the B flat, then come back down, starting with the B flat. Here we go. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Pause. Here we go. B flat, A, G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to ascend, you want to pause, then you want to descend. After you have gotten that comfortable, you want to ascend and descend with no stops. So let's try it together. We'll take it slow. Ascend, descend, no stops, no pauses. Here we go. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, coming back down, A, G, F, E flat, D, C, E flat. Okay. So after you do that a few times, the goal is to go up and down with no stops. Okay. So in other words, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B, A, G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Then repeat the process. Okay. So that was your B flat major scale in the basic position. Let's go over a couple of things. You want to remember that in the scale you have two flats, B flat and E flat in your scale. So those are located here. If you have a tenor ukulele like this, you can go all the way up and probably a little farther. If you have a concert or a soprano ukulele, you can only go so far. But it's good practice to at least be able to do part of the scale that's possible on your instrument. I want to keep track of your markers, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, etc. So you're able to play your notes with more ease by spotting those locations. And don't forget to write in your B flat on your music sheet to remind you that there's one more fret that you need to play on the B flat. That's if you're able to play that far up the fretboard. Okay. So give that a try, and then when you're comfortable, we can move on to the next lesson where we'll show you some more positionings for the B flat major scale. We'll see you then.